PC is really loud, and I finally decided that I want to move it into this other case that I had. It's nice and quiet. This thing has these two fans, one here, one right there that you can probably not see, that just go 100% every time I turn it on, and it makes me really mad. So we're gonna move it into this PC. Hopefully it works alright. I'm just emptying this one out. I'm just gonna remove all this stuff so that I can pull out the power supply. And I have the other crap in there right now. But I'll just give updates on the way. Here we go. Completely empty. Ignore the wall that's missing. I'm just putting all the screws in this thing right here. Little pouch. And all the case screws I have in a different area. But we got the power supply out right there. And we got the motherboard and the old graphics card. And since I don't have zip ties, I'm using these little twisty things. Probably not the best, but that's what I have. So I'm gonna keep using those, and let's keep going. Next step is to turn this thing off and tear it apart. Lifted it up. That thing is so heavy, and so I brought it with this piece of wood. And this piece of wood, I'm just gonna put all my stuff on, like the motherboard and stuff. But first, we gotta open the case. So back here, we got this little latch. Yeah. Oh no, I just locked it. Okay. Pop it open. Just lift it up, and we'll just set it over there. Alright. Now, where do we start? Alright, I'm gonna start by taking out these extra fans, like here. And then try and get these cords a little bit out of here. I really don't want to take off this CPU cooler. I'm not going to. I'm going to take this fan off, though. I took this one from that case. And, yeah, hard drive is down here. And then behind this little dust screen is a bunch of dust. First, I'm going to take out the motherboard. Well, graphics card first, and then this, and then I'm going to remove this down here. Just that it's easier to get to the screws. And, first I'm going to take a bunch of pictures, though. Because it looks like a mess in there, and I want to know where everything goes back to. So, let's get started. It'll work. I finally got the motherboard out. But I had to take out the water cooler, the motherboard, and the GPU separately. So that was kind of a pain. I don't know what's next, really. These little clips are holding up all this in. That looks like a pain. I guess power supply is the only thing left. So, let's try that. There, everything's out of the one behind it. Everything that I need is all right here. Clean it off with that rag. I had to turn on a fan over there, so you might hear that. But, yeah, I'm gonna start putting it in. What is in? Just a couple more screws. And then, I guess, water cooler and then power supply. Alright, so the motherboard is in. And the water cooler. So now I think we're gonna try and find a way to get this giant power supply into right there. The only problem is that this power supply, oh my god, it fits in this way, but when you try to move it down, it won't fit all the way over. So I really don't know what I'm supposed to do there, because I want this to be flush in the back here. I don't want it to just be like that. That sucks. So I'm gonna try and do that, and then I'll come back when that and the graphics card is in, and hopefully this does work. Turns out my good PSU is too big to fit into this case, but I don't want to move it back into there because that one's so dirty. This one's nice, and I want to keep this. And so I just did a little bit of improvising, put two screws there, and then a screw in front. I'm blocking the light right there. And then this thing doesn't move now, so that's good. Well, it lifts up a little bit, but it won't go side to side. So, yep, just gotta do the wiring, and then hopefully it works. Done. The back is not very neat, but it actually is working now. It wasn't booting for a little bit, and I realized that's because, see that right there, that SATA? I had that connected. Well, it's an HDD SATA, and I had an HDD SATA connected to my ROM drive thing up there, and it was trying to boot it off of the ROM, and that's why it wasn't working for like an hour. So, there's the end result. got the 560 running in there. Got a little extra cooling thing there. This doesn't really fit, so there's a little gap in the back, which is weird, but it's there. There's a USB 3.0 on the front here, but what sucks is that it does not work because this motherboard does not support USB 3.0 because it's pretty old. But I think this case definitely looks better, and I'm really happy that it actually works. I got some stuff running right here, just one of my videos, so I don't get a copyright strike. You know, that'd be pretty bad. There's this little motherboard piece right there that was in the Alienware case, because the Alienware is not made to be taken apart at all, and since it was taken apart, there's extra pieces and stuff that are just like for the case, for the lights around the case, that do not fit in this case correctly, but I need them to be able to have the water cooling work. So without this piece down here and a piece that I mounted behind the motherboard on the other side of the case, the water cooler does not function, and I kind of need it to function. Otherwise, you know what happens if you don't. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment, a like. Just all those things are very nice. And if you leave a comment, I'll answer it. I love looking at my comments, and yeah. Just watch my video. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye. Some pretty strange fluid that I'm putting into my body right now. Freaking watermelon lemonade. Who thinks of this stuff?